El Warak, a silent morning. A street cleaner opens a trash bin. His eyes freeze. A severed human hand with an old tattoo. But how can a small tattoo expose such a horrifying crime? If you want to follow the full investigation, subscribe now and stay with us. The street boils with panic. Neighbors crowd around the bin, whispers spreading fast. Fear written on every face. Police officers arrive. Gloved hands lift the severed hand. The tattoo stands out, like a clue carved into the skin forever. Beside it, a bag of clothes. Dark blood stains, metallic stench in the air. It's clear this wasn't random. Forensics speak, the victim is a man in his late 20s. Drug traces in the tissue. He was sedated before the mutilation, who wanted to control him before ending his life. Marks of an axe on the bones. The murder happened exactly 3 days ago. But where is the rest of the body? Locals swear no one here is missing. That means the victim came from elsewhere. The threads of the mystery begin to twist. After a full day of searching, a report arrives from Osim, a mother looking for her missing son. His name, Ekremi, a school bus driver, gone for 5 days. The description fits perfectly. The mother says, "My son has a tattoo on his hand." A chilling coincidence that connects the dots. The mother sees the clothes. She breaks down in tears. These are his. Her voice cracks as she looks at the photo of the tattooed hand. The last time she saw him, he left at 6 p.m. He never returned. His phone has been off ever since. Who lured him out that night? And why? Investigations dig deeper. Ekremi's reputation surfaces, many affairs with women, a bad name. Could these tangled relationships have led to his brutal end? The trail leads to a new name. His last job was at a kindergarten in Osim. The owner, Mervat, a respected woman, but her eyes hide secrets. Mervat walks into interrogation, her makeup perfect but her hands trembling. Her uneasy stare exposes her before her words do. Who is Mervat? The story rewinds 10 years back. A girl from a good family, simple dreams, and a job at a small kindergarten. There she met the young driver, Ekremi. His words quick, his smile bold. Unexpectedly, she was drawn to him. The bond grew stronger. Ekremi proposed marriage. He went to her family, but they rejected him outright. No house, no money, no future. That was their answer. They demanded she leave him for good. She hesitated, but time revealed his true self: laziness, neglect, and failure. Her family arranged another marriage, a man with stability. Her life moved forward. But does the past ever truly disappear? Years later, Mervat built her dream, a successful kindergarten in Osim. Money, reputation, children filling the halls every day. Then in a fleeting moment, she saw him again. Ekremi, standing by his bus, eyes locked on her. The past returned in a heartbeat. He hadn't changed, still a driver. But Mervat had transformed: wealth, influence, status. And strangely, she didn't turn him away. Conversations began. Casual words, old memories. Then confessions: "I've never forgotten you." Poison dressed as love reopened a forbidden door. Conversations began. Casual words, old memories. Then confessions: "I've never forgotten you." Poison dressed as love reopened a forbidden door. 6 long years. Each meeting, more cash handed over. Mervat convinced herself it was love, but it was pure exploitation. Until one moment shattered the illusion. She felt used, trapped. She told him, "This has to end." But Ekremi changed his tone. No more begging. Instead, he pulled out photos and videos he had secretly recorded. The blackmail began. "If you don't pay, I'll send them to your husband." His words cut like a knife. She froze, now a prisoner of his threats. Demands grew daily. More money, stronger threats. Mervat lived in constant fear. Any moment her family life could collapse. Dark thoughts crept in. He has to disappear, but how could a respectable woman kill on her own? Her eyes turned to someone close. Sarah, the kindergarten cleaner. A woman in her 40s, struggling, bitter, yet strangely hostile toward Ekremi. Mervat had watched her silently. Every time Ekremi passed, Sarah's face twisted with anger, as if she carried her own grudge. So Mervat confronted her. She confessed her nightmare, and shockingly, Sarah broke down too. She had the same story. Their tragedies mirrored each other. With Sarah, Ekremi demanded her body. With Mervat, he drained her money. One predator, 2 victims, 2 broken women. One decision was born: he must die. But which of them would act? Mervat devised the plan. Sarah would bait him with an offer, a cheap new apartment for rent, and Ekremi swallowed it whole. On the chosen day, Sarah welcomed him with a forced smile. She poured him coffee, laced with a heavy sedative. On the chosen day, Sarah welcomed him with a forced smile. She poured him coffee, laced with a heavy sedative. Knives, an axe, black plastic bags, 8 endless hours of dismemberment, parts tossed in the Nile, others in canals, and the final piece, the tattooed hand, in a trash bin. Mervat finished the job. She destroyed both of Ekremi's phones, one smashed and thrown away, the other stripped for its memory card. At home, she opened the card. Shock froze her. She wasn't his only victim. Dozens of photos and videos of other women. Days passed. Silence covered the crime, until that street cleaner discovered the tattooed hand. The nightmare surfaced again. Police summoned Mervat as the kindergarten owner. She walked in, eyes restless, hands trembling. The officer sensed her fear before she spoke a word. She tried to deflect suspicion. It could be Sarah, the cleaner. She was close to him. But why point to Sarah so quickly? She tried to deflect suspicion. It could be Sarah, the cleaner. She was close to him. But why point to Sarah so quickly? The officer connected the dots. 2 women, 2 victims. But one of them had turned into a killer. A direct confrontation. Sarah described everything. The drug, the trap. Mervat's denials shook under the weight of her words. The evidence piled higher. Sarah's story matched the timeline perfectly. The police listened, and the truth became harder to escape. Mervat collapsed. Her voice broke as she confessed. She even revealed the spots where she had thrown the body parts. Officers searched the waters. The Nile gave up its secrets. Scattered remains of Ekremi emerged piece by piece. The case was sealed. The killer, Mervat, the accomplice, Sarah, and the victim, undone by his own sins. News spread through Osim and El Warak, a respected kindergarten owner turned butcher of the man she once loved. The courtroom echoed with details, evidence, photos, confessions. The verdict was final, life sentences for both women. And here's the question for you. Were they victims of blackmail or cold-blooded murderers? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if this story gripped you. The trial ended. Mervat and Sarah both sentenced to life in prison, but the scar this story left behind remains open. In her cell, Mervat remembers the beginning, an innocent girl with ambition. How did her path end with cutting a man into pieces? Sarah wept through interrogations, years of abuse and exploitation. But does revenge ever justify murder? The officers closed the file. Every piece of evidence aligned. The tattoo that started the mystery also ended it. People of Osim and El Warak couldn't believe it. A place meant to raise children turned into a stage for horror. Ekremi's grieving mother left the courthouse. Her tears told it all. Her son sinned, but didn't deserve such an end. The press wrote, "Tattooed Remains," a chilling headline that tied past to present. The story became legend in whispers. Society debated, was Mervat a murderer or a victim? Was Sarah an accomplice or a woman forced into it? The answers aren't simple. Each had their story. But the law sees only crime and punishment. This case left a dark lesson. Blackmail doesn't just destroy a victim. Sometimes it turns the victim into the killer. That tattoo, once a symbol of love, became the silent witness to betrayal. Ink that led police straight to the truth. The investigation was closed, but questions lingered in the air. Could there have been another way? If you were in Mervat or Sarah's place, would you give in to blackmail or take a different path? No matter the cost. We've shown you the full story. Now it's your turn. Who do you see as the real victim? And who is the real criminal? Write your verdict in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more true stories like this. Because reality is always stranger than fiction.